This is arguably the most rugged and durable and just outlandish vehicles ever sold to the public. And this one's equipped with the Duramax. This is the Hummer H1 Alpha, and it is the rarest vehicle ever produced with a Duramax in it. And because of that, they have held their value better than any other Duramax ever made. They only made this for about 17 months, from January 2005 to May of 2006. That's a really short time period that these were produced with the Duramax engines. This wasn't just the final evolution of the H1 Hummer, it was the ultimate evolution of the H1 Hummer. The military Humvee was created in the 1970s, obviously for the military. They needed a one-stop vehicle that will take care of everything. In 1983, AM General won the contract to produce the Humvees, and it really replaced a lot of the Jeeps and other military vehicles that were used at that time. One really interesting fact is that Arnold Schwarzenegger, on the set of Kindergarten Cop, saw one of these, fell in love, and pushed AM General to actually produce these for the public. So thank you, Arnold, for getting us this awesome piece of machinery. The Humvee has been in production and use for military for over 40 years, and it's expected to continue to be in use until 2050. That means this is an amazing purpose-built vehicle for the military. Now let's talk about the powertrain and what powers this thing down the road. So these Hummers originally came with a 350 small block from Chevy, and then they had the 6.2 and 6.5 Detroit diesel options. As we all know, the 6.2 and the 6.5 are a little bit gutless, add a little bit more torque than the 350, but still not up to par for this 8,000-pound machine. Now the H1 Alpha is the one that fixed all the issues. This was equipped with a Kodiak-derived LLY Duramax, made 300 horsepower and 520 pound-feet of torque. That was plenty to get this machine moving. Now, as you can see, this is significantly different than the standard HD trucks that the Duramax usually comes in, so they had to do a lot of custom packaging in order to get this thing to fit. Their center console is basically taken up by the back half of the engine. I can't even reach the driver's side seat unless I'm like literally laying across the whole entire vehicle. And there's a lot of airflow that you don't get. You have a really tiny grill here, and you've got a big hood vent that's really going to capture a lot of the airflow for this vehicle. It doesn't have that same surface area as a regular LLY or even a Kodiak truck would have. So there's a lot of airflow kind of compensations that they had to do there and move everything around. Your intercooler is basically mounted flat right under the hood behind that vent in order to get enough airflow to cool down this engine. Now what's backing up this Duramax? Well, just like in the HD trucks, you've got an Allison 1000 5-speed transmission. Tried and true, and it's gonna work forever. Now let's talk about what sets this apart from every other Duramax vehicle, and that's gonna be fully independent suspension front and in the rear. So you've got coil springs and shocks with A-arms on all 4 corners of this truck. That is super unique about this thing. And you see that it has quite a bit of ground clearance here. That's gonna be due to the portal axles. This doesn't have just a standard knuckle to the wheel bearing. This has a portal axle to gain additional ground clearance. Yes, this thing has 16 inches of ground clearance sitting on the factory-equipped 37-inch tires. As you guys can see, these suspension components are absolutely beefy. I mean, they're made to literally last through a war. So these lower control arms are massive fabricated pieces with giant coil springs on there, with giant shocks inside the coil springs. I mean, this is just on another level from every other Duramax truck. This thing would be at home on a giant motorhome or something. So because of those portal axles that gain you all that ground clearance, you actually have to put the brakes on the middle. So they're on the inside of the CV axle. They're gonna be called inboard brakes. So if you look in here, you can see these 12-inch rotors are what's gonna be stopping this thing closer to here, not on the outside by the wheel. So if you take the wheel off, you're not gonna see a brake caliper pad and rotor. It's pretty unique. I know a lot of you guys are probably sick of hitting the trails and having to squat down, inflate, deflate your tires. It takes a lot of time and it's hard on the knees. Well, the Hummer H1 Alpha comes with the CTIS, that's Central Tire Inflation System. So this hose right there is connected to an air compressor that you can control from the driver's seat. You can select the front or rear tires, and then you can set your desired pressure from there to either air up or air down for the trails. Something super unique to these rigs. And as you guys can see, this thing is designed from the ground up for off-road use. Not only is the suspension in the CTIS really special, they even have this exhaust that goes up and over the wheel well, just so you don't get water into the exhaust when you're smashing through those creeks and rivers. And the back of this truck is no exception. It is also designed for crazy off-road abilities. You can see how short this overhang is from the rear tire, giving you really good approach and departure angles. So when you're approaching those obstacles, it'll be able to handle it no problem. As you guys can see, this thing is ludicrously wide. I mean, it's 86.5 inches wide, not even including the mirrors. To put that in perspective for you, if Shaquille O'Neal were to lay down in front of this, it would still be wider than he is tall. If you guys know about portal axles and crazy production trucks, you probably know about the Mercedes 6x6 or 4x4 squared. That thing is pretty wide, but it doesn't hold a candle to this thing. This thing is way wider than that Mercedes. The GMC 25 and 3500 trucks, this thing is way wider. It dwarfs them. I mean, just look at this. It is insanely wide. This thing is also just as wide as the new GMC Hummer EV. It's obviously the same width as the Humvee, and it is even almost as wide as some of those massive motorhomes and diesel pushers that are out there. So if you want to put that into perspective, this thing is huge.
Sometimes they say huge.
So if you want to command the road, the Hummer H1 Alpha might be for you. And as you step into the Hummer H1 Alpha, I mean, this thing is really nice. I mean, you've got really nice leather seats, door panels, a nice steering wheel. This thing's pretty cool. You've got tons of switches, more than there's in pretty much any other vehicle that I've seen. It doesn't have any airbags from the factory. For 2006, that's unheard of. And for the size of this truck, you've got tiny little gauges. I mean, your speedo is this big. Same with your RPM gauge. This is weird. You've got the GMT 800 radio. You've got your CTIS, so you can inflate and deflate your tires. And you can actually see your tire pressures live right here. So you've got your AC. You've got all your switches here. You've got your console shifter. You've got even a hard e-brake. And this customer installed a Takancha brake controller, so he can control the trailer brakes. You've got your auxiliary fuel tank. There's just, I mean, switches and buttons for everything. It's ridiculous. So while it's big, it feels kind of small in here. I'm not a big guy, and there's not a lot of foot room. I mean, I can't fit a whole lot over here because the Duramax engine and the Allison transmission is literally right here. So you've got 4 air vents just for me. That's really nice. I like to stay cool when it's hot outside. All these windows, though, are like absolutely vertical. Not any tilt to them at all. So at night, it does have a lot of reflections kind of bouncing around, and it's a little bit unnerving. Something really cool, though, is if you flip this thing down, you've got a whole infrared system. You've got your sensor up on the front A-pillar, and you can look through this mirror to that screen, and it shows you an infrared view of what's in front of you. In the infrared camera, yeah, this is what it looks like. I don't think any other Duramax has that on there. So what are the chances that you've seen one of these on the road? Well, they're really slim, and you want to know why? It's because they only ever produced 11,818 Hummer H1s. Of those 11,000, they only produced 729 with the Duramax. So 729 in the entire US? It's pretty rare that anyone has seen one of these in person on the road ever. This is the only one that I've ever laid eyes on. And I work at the DmaxStore, where we see almost every Duramax. Now the Hummer H1, it's not efficient, it's not practical. This thing's wider than a school bus. I mean, this thing is just crazy. But mechanically, this thing is incredibly impressive. Portal axles, independent suspension on all 4 corners. This thing is a work of art. And it's historically important. I mean, this is what really led to our ability to dominate on the battlefield. And if you live the 6'6" life like we do here at DmaxStore, the Hummer H1 Alpha is the ultimate rig for you. For all of your Duramax needs, go to DmaxStore.com.